It's a family disease. It doesn't just affect that person, the addict themselves, the person who's dealing with the addiction. It affects the whole family. When that person is sick, it kind of makes the whole family sick. It changes so much within the family. When Alex was at the Village, the family group that they have there, we attended that every week, twice a week. That was very, very helpful. And the counselors in doing the conjoints, where you meet with your loved one's counselor and his family, and you get to talk about some things and work some things out and making a plan and all those things that you really need. Because initially it's very painful and it feels very hurtful too, because you just, I don't want to say it's a betrayal, but it's hard not to take a lot of it personally, because you really, that person, my son, became somebody who I almost didn't recognize. And a lot of what you have to deal with is not pleasant. The family group helps you to understand it, and you're doing that repeatedly. So it's almost just like they're going to counseling and they're getting these things, hearing these things repeatedly. I think family members do also. You need to hear that. Some things over and over again to kind of process everything and sort of make it part of your approach to this and how you're dealing with it. So it's for yourself, but it's also so that you can support them in the proper way. Because a lot of times you do, I know at the beginning we did things that were not the right things to do. We thought we were helping, but we really weren't. In order to be able to help them, you really need to have that input, and I think you need to have it not just once or twice. It needs to be that consistent. It's a learning experience for the family as well as for that person. Is okay, how are we going to learn to move forward with this? Because you realize you're going to be dealing with it for the rest of your life. It's not going to go away, so you have to know how to deal with it moving forward. That education is so important. That's one of the things I did at first myself. When I found out about this, is I started reading. I started getting books and started reading, because I thought I knew what addiction was, but I really didn't know. Now looking back, I really didn't have a full understanding of what it was all about. So education is really such an important component to this, I feel like, because if you don't understand it, you can't deal with it in a way that's going to be productive and positive. So that was the education and the support, I think are like the two key pieces to this, is you really need both of those things.